Obviously, the Chiefs are going to have their hands full with the Eagles, who seem to just be dominating the trenches. They really. I know so many people are talking about the fact that Purdy got hurt and the quarterback was such a dumpster fire situation for San Francisco. But I'm wondering what you think about Philadelphia's ability to win this Super Bowl, Eli.
I mean, I think, it pains me to say a little bit, Rich, but they're playing some really good football, and they've been playing good football all year long. And they don't, they haven't just been beating people; they've been kind of embarrassing some people and putting it on them. And it's just the style they're doing it. They're playing, great defense. They have two lockdown corners. They got a defensive line gets to the quarterback. Reddick's causing havoc on everybody. I mean, it's impressive to see. Teams are having a hard time getting a first down, let alone scoring touchdowns. And so, and then their offense is just they're running the ball so well. Whether it's one of their three running backs or Jalen Hurts is running it, and they got the RPO action where they're just, if you want to try to stop the run, you get out of position. They're going to throw a quick, easy slant. Guys are open. It looks pretty easy out there, and to make a game that is very difficult look easy is impressive. And so, it's a big challenge for Steve Spagnuolo and that Kansas City defense to try to slow down that rushing attack and quick passing game. And then they have the playmakers outside. They'll take their shots and get A.J. Brown and get them going on some shots down the field if they need to.
So who do you like? You're my first, by the way. I'm asking about.
Well, who do you like?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's 2 weeks.
It's hard for me to like the Eagles. Like that, like and Eagles is not like it's not a word or not a phrase or not something I can possibly say. I got a lot of respect for them and the way they're playing. I just talked about it, and when you see good football, I think you have to acknowledge it, and they're playing good football. But I have a lot of respect for Patrick Mahomes, a lot of respect for Andy Reid, Steve Spagnuolo. I know those guys. Have been around them, been coached by Andy Reid in a Pro Bowl, been coached by Steve Spagnuolo. And so I just, feel like they've been in this scenario before. And I think they'll be ready for it. Yeah,
I saw that billboard in Philadelphia that greeted you for the playoff game, Eli, with the two Eagles, and I'm like, they said hello. It's two birds next to each other. How did you explain that billboard to your children as you drove into town, Eli?
It was interesting. Luckily my kids had kind of seen, the double bird and me giving that, so they understood it a little bit. I brought my oldest daughter Ava, who's 11, to the game. I brought her to Philadelphia. I gave her a little heads up. She might see some things, but she came out of that game with a few new, learned a few new hand gestures and a few new vocabulary words. And so I told her, whatever you see and hear in Philadelphia, it's got to stay there. You can't bring that back to school. Like nothing, we don't need you getting expelled in sixth grade. So, but it was a learning experience. It was great just to be there to root on the Giants. They had a great year, going to the playoffs, winning a playoff game, and so I was happy to be there and cheer them on. It just didn't quite work out the way we wanted it.
All right, so then who do you think will win Super Bowl 57? I'll remove who do you like in it. Who do you think will win? You're my first to have here to analyze Super Bowl 57. I know it's 2 weeks out, but what do you got for me?
Well, yeah, I think it's I think Kansas City will win. I think just the fact that they've been there a number of times, they've been in these big games, they've been in these AFC Championship games the last 5 years. Like all that counts. All of that plays into. They know the schedule of what they're about to get to with the Super Bowl, and so they've done it before, and I think that's an advantage. And I think they just kind of have that that it factor that they can go win this game.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.